Welcome back to PYJynJoy. Thank you, Collective, for coming in for a reading that'll resonate hopefully with some of you and be able to give you the guidance that you need for this message that's coming through. Before we get started, let's clear the energy of the space. And prepare our minds for the message. We'll clear the energy there as well with 3 full, deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, out of the mouth. So beginning with an inhale, gently let your eyes flutter closed as you breathe into your heart space. And then slowly exhale from your mouth with a sigh. Relax your shoulders, your eyebrows. Again, inhaling deeply, reaching further, holding a little longer, feeling that fresh flow of energy reach to your toes, to the crown of your head, and then slowly exhale. Sigh it out. Let all the tension fade away, previous thoughts clear. Focus on the now. The message will receive with a deep inhale through the nose. A little deeper. Feel it reaching out into all the areas of your body, and then slowly exhale it with a sigh. Let your eyelids open and focus on the message. Thank you for joining me today, and we will start and see what a theme would be. Splitting the cards, we have prosperity and wisdom. So that is awesome. So with prosperity being a 1, new beginnings, wisdom being a 5, which is change in numerology. And on the left, we have prosperity begins. This card has been coming up frequently. So someone is getting some money, and that's wonderful. So you have in the earth, the seed rooted down with its roots going up, creating a beautiful peach tree that's being nurtured, that's being loved and respected by 2 hands. Now we have on the wisdom side, we have the little dog, my favorite little dog picture there, and then a hierophant, as in the traditional tarot, looking towards a couple in front of their house. So the book in his hand is radiating the light that's within, the knowledge that he has, the way that he can help them. So let's see what this message will be. And 5 + 1 is 6, which is about self-sacrifice. It's about loyalty. It's about birth. So let's see what this theme will play out as we pull different cards. So I'm always excited to see how the message plays and what the divine wants us to know. Well, there's some mental conflict. So with that, it's 2. 2 is duality, it's partnership, it's a couple, it's also balance. So mental conflict. So this doesn't necessarily mean a bad card. It could be where you're having thoughts on your mind that's in conflict with what you want to do. Maybe there's some self-doubt. It could be where you are not sure of how to proceed in a situation, so you're debating it back and forth, but it ultimately is something that's going on in your mind that you can clear up. It may mean that you need a second person to come in and help you with that, to help you to figure out what these thoughts are all about, clear it, because you can see on the left, you have it with like it looks like it's behind you would be a board, bulletin board of some sort. It could be an office space. And then on the right side, it's showing the sprouting, this growth, this red inside, like passion, this passionate thoughts that you may be having with the sun or surrounding it. And then it's growing. So let's see. So mental conflict. So you may be having some thoughts going on that don't agree quite well, and because you need to make a wise choice. So choosing wisely, you have options ahead of you. There's 5 hands pointing in different directions, all coming where you're sitting. If you can see there at the bottom, you're sitting on a pier with 5 little, like, let's see if I'm looking at it closer. It looks like 5 little stanchions of some sort that's in the water, buoys maybe, something that's helping to balance the pier. and two birds. So two birds that are flying, they look like they could be cranes or herons, going towards what would be land, because birds always return to land once they've been out to sea or over the ocean. And it's just telling you need to choose. So whatever these thoughts are that you're having, it is a decision of some type. You have to get over whatever is pulling you from making that final decision. You want to see what your options are to figure out what route to take. These hands are pointing into different directions for you. It's wanting with 7 to give you some insight, some wisdom, but there is success. So whatever this conflict that you're facing, there will be some type of success from it. So don't get too discouraged. Third eye. 6. So with your third eye, this is your third eye chakra, and that is between your eyebrows, between your eyes, right above your eyebrows. And that's where you get your sense of intuition, where you can see further. This mental conflict is interesting because it has the eye. So it's like right there at this area here is in fact where the third eye is. So maybe you're getting some intuition coming in. You're being able to have some sight as to what you should do. You're just still trying to make sense of it. It seems like that's what it's the message I'm getting more so, is that there's something going on that you can see, or maybe you don't realize that perhaps you're even a bit psychic, but this is something going on with your third eye. And with the third eye, you just want to pay attention to it. Even if it's something that you may not feel that you have, everyone has a bit of psychic intuition in them. You just have to pay attention. Those little messages and thoughts that you have, or gut feelings that you have, that's all part of your intuition. So with 6, it's also about the harmony and responsibility. So perhaps there's some sort of disharmony happening with the mental conflict, where it is not letting you go forward the way that you want, with you thinking more on the responsibility that you have, the weight of it. Again, it looks like this could be an office. So maybe you're a business person. But crown chakra, so again, 7 again. And you have with the crown chakra that's at the top of your head, you can visualize it as the means that messages are downloaded, your connection to the universe, to source, to spirit. It all comes down through your crown chakra. Think of it as a lotus flower that blossoms and opens. So it goes again with the chakras. So your chakras, you may need to also balance your chakras. So with balancing your chakras, it's something you could do with movement. Usually it's yoga, you could do dance, you could do some color therapy, but there are different ways that you can balance your chakras, and just a natural way, put on some music and dance around your living room, your bedroom, whatever. But just it's this conflict. You need to balance. Something's going on with your chakras. So let's go a little further and see. So it's just the matter with your third eye, with your crown. Those are both really the most connected to source, to the universe. So with these being the ones that are coming up in your reading, it's something that you need to focus on and get more in tune with. Spend some time, like some quiet time, clear your thoughts, clear your mind, and just sit still. Thoughts will come in, because with meditation, some people, they can just go right out into it, but some will still have some thoughts, and that's not wrong. Your thoughts will come in, but when you're in meditation, just let the thoughts in, recognize them, and let them go. The point is to not dwell on those thoughts. Let them flow over you and flow away. But just try to center yourself, because when you're in that stillness is when you're most connected to the universe, and you can pretty much dial in, plug in, get that alignment, and hear what it is. So there's something with the chakras. Emotional withdrawal. So again, these green cards, which are more emotional, it's with the heart, it's with you needing something going on with your essence, with your soul. So you having this withdrawal, it's 8. 8 is also about abundance. It's about progress. So you're needing that time alone, and that mental conflict is probably driving that, and getting in tune with your third eye chakra and your crown, being in a bit emotionally withdrawal. And it's not necessarily sadness, like I got to get away from here, but it's just taking your senses, your emotions away from a situation so that you can realign with yourself, with the universe. This will give you a chance to focus, get your choices out there, and decide which one you need to do so that you can end this mental conflict. So it's back to what I was saying about with the meditation. Here he's sitting down next to the beach, and hands at prayer, head bowed, grounded by sitting directly on the sand, and just taking in what the message would be. So just be open. That's another thing too. Be open to the messages, and then you can understand better what they are. Heartache and loss. So there's something, again, with the blue, this is getting on to your mental. So 3 is with this. And with 3, it's about expansion. It's also about birth as well. It's something you're losing. Something is really painful for you at this time. It's making you, again, hands of prayer. So perhaps with this emotion, it is something related to a situation with someone that may have hurt you, caused the conflict. So it seems it's coming away more from an office situation. It is seeming more of not necessarily a love relationship, but some type of a relationship that you're going through that it came with a loss. And even her wings, if you can notice behind her, are sort of furled in the heart. It looks like a corset there, but it's actually in the shape of a heart. It's split. So there's some pain that's going on, and that's also driving the choice of choosing wisely. So maybe it's the thought of needing to get away from that situation, this relationship, get clarity on it, because there's something that is impacting your chakras, memories of love. So it may be grief. This may very well be something with grief, memories of love, heartache and loss. 6 again, right underneath this 6, with the green, with the heart. So this is definitely coming in as grief of some sort, and it's a hard time to have. I've had some major grief since 2021, and I know what that feels like. Loss of a father, loss of 3 dogs, 2021, 2022, 2024, and it is painful. And you do want to withdraw. You do want to reconnect with your chakras, get back to source, because when you have grief like that, it can be where you can't connect with the mundane, the everyday. You need to reconnect with spirit. You need to strengthen your connection with spirit, and turning in and connecting with that source, with your chakras, because you will withdraw. And you'll have to choose wisely in this mental conflict. Know that if this is a grief situation, someone is out there going through with grief, the mental conflict can be rough. And you can be days that are low and very low. And then there are days that are passable and days that will go and be a bit better. But it is that mental conflict. So it does feel as if this is going to be something more where you will focus on the loss of a heartache and someone that you love. So let's see what this card comes up with. Passion ignited. Okay, so that's a 1. 1 is new beginnings. So with this loss and with these memories, perhaps in the case, like I know what it did for me, it inspired me to help others. So perhaps that's the same thing that's going to happen with you, because the people that have a lot of grief or emotions or disruptions, losses of not just family, but of abundance and things, are people that can really help you because they've been in it. So there could be, as an end result of this, because remember in the beginning we said prosperity, and prosperity was the 1. Prosperity was, remember, with the peaches and the seed, so that was buried. And then with the loss that you're having, the pain that you're going through, it is igniting something in you to want to help others. She has the throes of ecstasy, but in this case, it's not passion of a sexual sensuality. It's more so of a passion that's created from this loss that you've had, that this mental conflict. It's getting changed, alchemized to create this ability in you to help, to be a teacher, to be a support, to help others. And then that in so doing, this prosperity will happen for you. So a sacrifice. So in the Hanged Man in traditional tarot, 3, again, we're getting these 3s. So you're looking at things from a different perspective. So when you're in this emotional withdrawal, you're having to make choices. These choices is forcing you to look at things differently in every angle possible. You have the sacrifice of the heartache and loss. So you had to have gone through this, okay? This pain, this heartache, the loss, because your pain will help others with their pain. And that will make you so much better of a person, because you're not letting the pain and the mental conflict that you had bury you. You're letting it change into a way of helping others. And that's the ultimate sacrifice, is where you go through this so that you can understand as you speak to other people. So I'm going to put it along with this line of cards here, because that's what you're doing. You're making yourself open so that you can help others. And that's a great thing. So let's go a little deeper with that and see. Yeah. So love begins. So 1, love begins. So it's 2 hands. You can see clearly. Whereas in the other one with the prosperity, 2 hands, you couldn't tell if it was from the same person or 2 different people. This is 2 different people. And they're both holding a bowl that's dropping water onto a little river or spring that's starting there and making it flow. A rainbow. So rainbow, like with little pets and fur babies, they cross the rainbow bridge, and I've had so many, and just recently, last year too. So it's a situation that over that rainbow, over that hurt, over that pain, something new can blossom. Even the rainbow has like been in the water. You can see that's been alchemized to look more like a burst of sunlight. So that love that you have from the passion that you're getting from the pain that you've been through, that is going to help you to help others. You're going to create some love, some understanding, some positive emotions are going to come through this. It's going to have you sharing. So it's 2 people. You're sharing these thoughts, these experiences together, and you're creating this whole network, this whole situation that you can help others to get past whatever pains that they have. And it is using your intuition. So again, this just pulled up. 3rd eye chakra, crown chakra, intuition. It's 2 again, so that you have the 2 using that mental conflict. You're going inside, this self-reflection as well, and looking at ways differently. So you're looking into your intuition, and that is what's going to help you, to guide you. So with this ability that you're now developing, this psychic ability is growing stronger. The more that you use it, the more that you are in tune with it. So this could be going out to someone who's a healer, an empath, energy worker, someone that's going to help others through their pain. And using your intuition will be strong. I'll put that with these 2 cards so that you're able to draw from that and help others to see where they need to go. It's very serene. It's the Empress in traditional tarot. So you're able to get others, and look at the clouds here and the clouds there. These look more like they're flowers. And then here they look like the clouds are actually clouds. And then the waiting game, so we're getting more 2s. So right now, while you're going through this pain and this mental conflict, it's a waiting game. It's things are on pause. You're doing this emotional withdrawal. So this message is for people who are in all stages of this. So from the beginning with the current mental conflict, it could be where you're now understanding and working on your psychic ability, to you spending this heartache and going over that grief because you're in this waiting game of learning from that, seeing it from different perspectives, and being able to produce this passion to help others. So right now it could be in the waiting game stage that you are, where it's the mental conflict is still going on. You're still in that bit of emotional withdrawal. And then solar plexus, you're getting all the chakras. Now the solar plexus is above the navel and below the rib cage. So it's beneath your heart and above your belly. So in that center part of your abdomen there. And it focuses on your emotions, on what makes your passion, your intuition, your gut instinct. That's in the solar plexus area. And that goes back again to your intuition and drawing from source in order to help others and to help yourself. So that'll go with that section there. You have the gold, and now it's the weighting is changing. You're feeling those emotions, that gut instinct, to get this passion going. One more card here, and that just again shows about the solitude, going into that emotional withdrawal, spending time from that heartache and loss because you need to connect with source, get back to yourself so you're understanding what's going on. Maybe you're doing some prayers, reading through some different books that can help you, just getting that all cleared. And in the solitude, you can see it sort of looks like she's even on Mars because it's very empty. You have mountains, you have red, but there's a tower up above. And then it looks more like it's a Corinthian pillar. So it's going within, getting that strength and learning. And this is 9 is about completions. So that moment of solitude is ending. That's done. That's complete. You've spent enough time in that area so that you can and could have, as the next card shows with the 9 again, pulled on your spiritual strength. So it's very much, this reading is very much spirit, it's psychic, it's esoteric. It's about helping others through your pain. You're able to show and explain it to what people who are going through their pain is. And you're using that spiritual strength to keep you guided, to keep you grounded. Green, it's earth, so you're grounded with it. And you're able to hold it up. So you're not only your own, but helping others. And when you are a healer, an empath, or an energy worker, light worker, whatever that modality is that you use, it's taking on others. So you have to also be careful with yourself and be sure that you're taking care of yourself as you're taking on others' energies and helping them and being sure. So we'll take a look at what the angel deck is telling us about this message. Perhaps it's something where we'll get some further insights. It will give us hold on a second. Get some further insights and to get an idea of further what this message is telling us. Okay, 6 fell out. 6 of Earth, 6 of Pentacles. And it's gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. So again, with all this green and this grounding and the earth, pentacles, it's you giving gifts, you giving away things of time, of effort to others. So it supports what this message was saying originally about you being a healer, someone who is using your gifts from the pain that you had. You've developed these gifts into this psychic ability, this ability to help others. And it's going to have it where you're giving it away, you're giving your time, you're giving your effort, you're helping people, you're balancing. So 2, back to what I said, you need to balance. 2 is all about balance. So you're back to balancing things out and being able to take those gifts that you've had from your pain, change them into, alchemize them into your ability to heal others. Let's see here from the bottom, I like to pull 2. Make time, Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. So that's who you are now. You're the Queen of Earth. You're having that ability of drawing from the earth, drawing from the source to pull the pain that you've gone through. You changed it. Look at her swirling the magic all around until it becomes something that is beautiful, something that you can then help others to help themselves with the pain that they're going through. And at the same time, this will be a successful venture for you. It will be giving you the ability to generate wealth, to have that prosperity, abundance, and it's good so that you're able to help others, help themselves, and make some money off of that, which is a nice thing too, so you can continue to give these gifts to others. Let's just pull one more card. I want to see what further message we may get from the angel deck about this. And this is really interesting because I sort of align with this myself. So it's telling me that this is something that you can do despite the pain that you've had. You can go forward. And this fell out 4 of fire. So again, with the passion, red is all about wands. It's power, it's passion. It's contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So remember I said, that's completion, is your solitude. That's now over. It's now that you're feeling more at ease. You're feeling more happy. You're understanding that you had to go through these pains and challenges and losses in order to change it into something that can help others. And in that same time, you're using your creativity with it. It may be in a different way. Creativity, you're doing it with your psychic ability and your healing ability. And then you're making sure that you're bringing that peace to yourself, and it's creating abundance. So that all goes in. You will have this love, this passion, this happiness. This pain right now is hurtful. You may be in a different stage of it, but ultimately it will allow you to help others to work through the pain and challenges that they're going through. And there's nothing more beautiful than not wallowing in your own self-pity and sadness, and having that change so you can help others get to where you are. And that's beautiful. So we'll take a look at the crystals to see what crystal will come up that's best for you in this message, what attributes and benefits of it you can pull from. Here we go. Black kyanite. Set strong boundaries. And this is what I was saying. You want to cut cords. You want to, and you do this with kyanite, it's like a cutting of energy cords. So as you're cutting away, it could be cutting and protecting your energy as you're helping with others, because as you help others, you do absorb some of that energy, and you don't want to bring that into yourself completely. So you want to cut those cords. And then you have cords that are cutting from the past. Not that you're cutting away your grief or the pain or the people or the puppy or the whomever, the circumstance that you may have lost. It's just that you're not letting it take over you so much that you cannot function. So you're going to set some strong boundaries. You're going to respect what you've been through and respect what others have been through, and just know that you will only take on as much of it as you can. And that's better to monitor yourself for your own self-preservation as well. So you have setting strong boundaries. And that is the message. So as a quick sum up, let's see again, it's just about some type of loss that you're going through, some pain that you've had that's caused this mental anguish, where you need to draw from that to have your mental and psychic abilities enhanced, from spending that time alone, looking at things in different ways. So you're able to see a path forward, and using the pain and sorrow that you've gone through in order to help others with their pain. You're drawing your spiritual strength. You're getting them together so that they can have, you're giving your gifts so that they can have a better life. And that's wonderful. So congratulations to all of you who are doing that. I think that's a wonderful way of helping others. And if this message resonated with you, please be so kind as to leave a comment. I'd love to know what you're saying. I always respond to comments. Let me know if this is what type of healer you may be. And we can connect on that level. And also, if you would be so kind as to share it, to like, to subscribe, hit the notification, and to keep joining me back for these messages. PYJynJoy is for my little puppies. PY is for Ziggy, who we call Piggy, so PYG. And then Ginger, JYN, is for Ginger, my other Maltese. And then Joy is for Josie, my Bichon. So it's PYJynJoy messages coming to you from the divine and the angels. Look forward to seeing you again.